This video is presented by VoiceOver Article. If you are currently being contacted by a collection agency, the feeling can be awful. With the calls and letters coming in most every day, it probably seems as if there is no end in sight. However, there are some simple and effective measures that you can take to stop the contact for good. In this article, let's take a look at how to deal with a collection agency. The most obvious method for getting rid of a collection agency is to simply pay off the debt. However, the fact that the debt has reached a collection agency is probably a good indication that you are unable to. If you have a trusted friend or family member, maybe you can explain your situation and borrow the money from them. The simple fact is that the sooner the debt gets settled, the sooner the collection agency will stop contacting you. Okay, let's assume that you do not have the finances or the resources available to pay off the debt. Now what? Well, the best advice regardless of your situation is to never ignore the letters or the calls. It may be scary having to actually speak with the collection agency, but ignoring the contact will only make the situation worse. Most of the time, a collection agency will be very interested in hearing your side of the story, and they will be more willing to make arrangements that you will be able to meet. Let them know that you are not avoiding the debt, and that you are committed to paying the debt in time. The collection agency will then work with you to come up with a viable payment plan. Better yet, if you are able to follow through with the plan, it is guaranteed that the calls and letters will stop completely. What happens if you are contacted by an aggressive collection agency that is not willing to make an arrangement? Let me assure you, these agencies are few and far between. The days of browbeating a debtor are nearly extinct. This is due to the FDCPA, Fair Debt Collections Practices Act, a law designed to protect consumers from harassing or abusive collection methods. However, if you still find yourself faced with a collection agency that is unwilling to work with you, take note of the practices they employ. They could very well be in violation of this act. If that turns out to be the case, make sure you document all calls for improprieties, and contact a lawyer who deals in such matters. It should be mentioned that just because a collection agency won't make an arrangement or payment plan, this doesn't necessarily mean that they are in violation of the FDCPA. It only means the possibility exists, because most quality agencies are willing to work with a debtor to get the debt resolved. Now that you know how to deal with a collection agency, you can work towards ending the calls and letters once and for all. Think of how great it will feel to have the situation behind you, and do your best to meet any arrangements made in clearing your debt. Good luck. This video is presented by VoiceOver Article.